my breakfast shake still. Yeah, so 2018 I started doing keto. I tried to change things for myself. Did exercise, did dancing, which I'll start again soon. Did dancing, I did Zumba, and I did that like consistently for about 6 months. And I did really well. And then I lost my job. The salon I was working at, nail salon I was working at, I lost my job. They closed down the business, but then my boss offered me the business, which was the most amazing opportunity. If anyone offers you their business and you can turn it into your own small business, then take that opportunity, because it really gave me an insight into how to do business. But that's why I'll go back into it this year sometime. But I ended up taking over the business, but all the stresses of doing that caused me to relapse and start eating crap again. But also I was mostly stressed through that time. Excuse me. I was stressed through that time. Like I had to concentrate on, I need to be up at so-and-so time, and need to be at my next job, because I did this as a mobile service. And I don't mind the mobile service. I love driving. I like going from place to place. I'd rather that than sitting in one place. But because I did that, I didn't eat during the day much. And if I did, it was a bad choice. Or if I did, I have a salad, but then I come home and I have bad choices. So I had to fix that. So I tried to do keto again, and I got onto it for like a month or so, and then I went off the rails again. And then I just totally went off the rails, just off. And COVID happened. It was 2020, and no work. I had no job while I was sitting at home for the whole of 2020, really. And then, because of the end, I got back into getting some jobs, but people were still a bit paranoid. I was still paranoid to go anywhere. And yeah, so I ended up just always being plonked on this couch. The plan is to not be plonked on this couch anymore. But yeah, 2020 happened. We all know what happened there. And 2021 happened. It was still, the first part of the year was alright, and then the last part wasn't so good. But before we came to 2020, in 2019, I was seeing an endocrinologist for a few years actually. And we were trying to work out how to get my body ready for fertility, because I've got a thing called polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it's all got to do with my weight and hormones. And because I'm overweight, it doesn't help. There's lots of complications and side effects from this syndrome. One is overweight in my belly. Like I carry a lot of weight in my stomach. I hide it well, so you just see me as this round thing instead of seeing any belly. But the other complication is I get excess hair, so I have more hair on my arms than a regular lady, or on my legs, and I can't show you my legs. But I also get excess hair on my face. And during 2019, mid of 2019, I started getting laser treatment, finally, after 20 years of knowing I have this sickness. But even that didn't help me, man. That didn't even make me feel like a woman. And I literally just, at that point, just gave up. And then my endocrinologist suggested that I consider, or would I consider, bariatric surgery? Or have I looked into that? Because he tried to offer me like an injection, weight loss injection. You stab your tummy every day, and you have a low carb diet for the rest of your life. And he suggested, what's the other thing? Was that, or another pill that I could take? Some weight loss pill that was like this magic, just gave you more energy, so you'd want to do exercise and so on and so on. And then he when I said I don't want those two things, I actually think I want to be considered for bariatric surgery. And that's when they basically went through the whole process with me for the first year or so, where I had to see the dietitian and we had to talk about food goals and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not used to having shakes for meals, because when I was doing that, I was actually having 2 shakes a day and a regular meal at night. So it helped me understand and balance how I'm supposed to eat and how much I'm supposed to eat. It was called Cambridge 101, one-on-one, and you get so much support through that. If anyone needs to maybe start somewhere, that would be somewhere I would ask your doctor, your dietitian to give you a reference to Cambridge, so that they can pass you on, so you can log into this website where you can order your food, and they have a whole explanation of how to use that. But anyway, I did that for about 3 months. I lost weight. I felt a lot more energetic. It gave me more energy. But the price of the food was a bit, I couldn't do it, because it was going to cost me like $800 a month. And I'm like, yeah, okay, we would probably spend that much money on takeaways and groceries, but it's only for me, like not for Michael as well. It's only for me to eat $800 worth of food a month. And I couldn't justify that. I told my dietitian, I will just stay to a low-carb diet. And at that point, it was working. I was doing that for a little bit. And she could see that I was still losing weight. I wasn't gaining weight. And then eventually they passed me on to bariatrics. And the bariatric team have just all been amazing. I've seen different people at every stop of my appointments. I've had my first appointment was with the I think the nurse. No, sorry, it was in a group setting. Sorry, they do like just a seminar. And then after that, I saw the nurse, and then the psychologist, and the dietitian for bariatrics. And the next appointments I did was with one of the surgeons, and he suggested which surgery I should get and for what reasons and so on. Because it was between getting the bypass or getting the sleeve. And he suggested the bypass just because of my hormones and because I've got polycystic ovarian syndrome and so on. And that I'm used to taking vitamins, so it's not going to be like an issue, because this one you have to take vitamins for the rest of your life. And that's fine, because I take vitamins every day. When I started the process, it was in 2019. And then obviously 2020 happened. But even during 2020, they still made my bariatric appointments available. So in between, when there wasn't outbreaks, I would go in, or we'd do Zoom meetings. Actually, it was Zoom calls for group settings, like psychology stuff and dietitian stuff, where they teach you what you're going to be eating, how you need to eat, and how you need to like look after yourself during the period before your surgery, during the surgery sitting time, and afterwards. So they do a quite intense, even though it's the public system, it's pretty good, I have to say. People obviously don't make it through to the end because it's such a long process, but it's a worth it process, for me anyway. Glad I stuck it out, because if I didn't, then I'd probably be, I don't know, laying on this couch for the rest of my life. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm glad I made the decision to just go with it. And I made it through this far. I am 17 days away from having surgery, and I've not gotten nervous yet. I've just been excited, I guess, because waiting since 2019, almost 4 years of waiting and trying to work on myself while waiting. Yeah, it's just more of excitement at the moment. But just a suggestion to anyone that's wanting to have or thinking of having bariatric surgery, I would suggest just sticking it out try your hardest to make it to the end. The one thing that I noticed is I never picked up weight every time I've gone into the hospital to get weighed, but I also never lost weight. So I was always at a steady weight, which kind of sucked because I was hoping I could at least lose something before going in for my appointments, my physical appointments. Yeah, I know my story is a bit all over the place and I didn't really write a script. I just said what's on my mind. Just think it's easier to do it that way. But yeah, so far that's my story of why and how I got here. And yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing day and that you didn't get too bored listening to me ramble on about my fatness that's gonna be gone in a few months' time because I've already started working out, but today was rest day so that I can vitalize my muscles, and I might go for just a gentle walk up and down the driveway, but I'm not going to stress my body out too much with like the bike or squats or anything like that. But yeah, thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.